YouTube is always just pissing me off, man. Like, what? That is not the title that I set onto my stream, but whatever. Do what you want to do, gang. Do whatever you think is best for me. Disconnect what? Why am I disconnected from my Rocket League servers? Error while communicating with the bear. What are you talking about? Error my butt cheeks. Like what? Epic. Open. Yo. Oh, Rocket League. Brother. We're just gonna do some ones. We're gonna try and rank up. Hopefully hit diamond. But out ready. I'll get off after what? What's wrong with the Rocket League servers? Are they just not up right now? Call limit reached? What does that even mean? Brother. It means no Rocket League. I was playing like a couple of hours ago. Hello? Are they doing maintenance or something? But oh yeah, they just finished maintenance. Maintenance is now complete. Good luck in your matches, everyone. There you go. So they were doing maintenance. Okay, hold on. Let me just reboot my game a third time. Surely this time. That tweet was from literally like 30 seconds ago. So surely now, right? I go to open my Rocket League and we're right into it, right? Surely, please, please don't do this to me. I need my fix. I need my daily Rocket League. You've already played plenty. No, not at all. I played like 3 games and then I went to go eat dinner and I've been sitting watching YouTube and eating for the past like 2 hours. Brother! Hey, there we go. There we go. About to say, had me worried there for a second. I thought I was about to have to. I thought I was about to have to, you know? I thought I was about to have to not play. Think about the kids. The kids are here playing with Rocket League. Trust. That's what the kids want. The kids, they yearn for the field. There you go. What's after this then? We are gonna do a new game. We're gonna start a new game. It's a short one, so We like you asked about Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is the next big game that we're finishing. Mind you, I'm pretty sure I'm already like halfway into that. But there's still like at least another 10 hours probably that I need to put into Hollow Knight. That I need to, you know, in order to finish that. God damn it, I didn't get there in time. Is it a suggested game? It is, yeah. It is. It's also a game that I've wanted to play. Not really badly or thing, but that I've known about, and I you know, I have seen myself getting to eventually someday. Okay. And there was a sale on it, I think. So I was just like, yeah, sure, why not? I'm still waiting. I'm gonna wait until like the day before, literally the last day, to buy Dredge while it's on sale. Which I think ends on the 2nd. It's either the 2nd or the 5th. Right now, the sales on Steam are like, they don't end all on the same day. They kind of are a few days apart, a couple days apart. So I need to double check. What game is it? You'll see when I get on. Surely Jemmy joins. Gets to see us start that at least, right? Ooh. Almost gotta feel bad for the guy there. He didn't get to the ball. You said you're finally listening to the people. What do you mean? I've been listening to the people. I've been playing suggested games. He just didn't get to that ball either. That's crazy. You've played a suggested game every 4 months. That's about the time period it takes me to beat a game, so yeah. Except for Bendy, we beat that in about a week, right? That was in like two or three streams. Actually, I think that would have been in 2 streams. It was 2 streams. It was like chapters 1 and 3, and then the last 2, right? I think that's how I played that one. There's no way I just got scored on twice off kickoff. That's so tragic. Hey dude, caught a bit of your stream, nice vibe. I can connect to you. Okay, well, see, that's just a bot, so we don't pay attention to that. I'm falling apart, hello? I got scored on twice off a kickoff, and then I centered that ball to him. Like, I literally gave him that goal. What am I doing? Don't have boost, that's not in though. I think the RLCS is going on right now. I've been seeing a lot of clips from on TikTok. Oh, he scores that for me. Never mind. He hits the wall. Backboard. What's it called? I've been wanting to like start watching that. I don't know. I don't know what the schedule for that is at all. Or the RLCS might not even be going on yet. I think what they're doing is like the playoff games, like the games in order to qualify for the RLCS. I don't have any chance of ever playing in that tournament. But it'd be cool to watch like a lot of the pro teams and whatnot. If there was ever an esport that I could get into, it'd be this one. Because it's actually a game that I've partaken. Dunk them, bro. Whee! Easy goal. Yeah, none of my mods are here. We don't got Diaz or Dia Water in here, so we can't have that message deleted unless I go out of my way to do it. I might be able to do it through the streamer bot plugin, but I'm not entirely sure yet. Okay. They barely join. They do barely join. Brr. I should have challenged that sooner. I was hoping I'd get that big boost. Also, it took him forever to skip that goal. God damn it, I didn't get a flip reset. I don't remember the last time Diet joined before the Smash stream. Diet Water, like, comes in every now and then to say something, but he doesn't stay. That's just how it is now. Maybe we'll be back to the days where he would hang out for a lot of, like, majority of streams and whatnot like that, but what's it called? For now, you know, people are busy. People be busy. Look, we're right there. I just realized I'm a plat 2 actually. I'm not even plat 3. I thought my next rank up would be diamond 1. It would actually be platinum 3. I'm excited to see the new suggested game. Hold your horses, brother. I was gonna say I'll get off Rocket League after 3 losses or after I get into Diamond, but that, like, getting into Diamond, even if I were to win all my, like, games right now, that would still take, like, about an hour and a half, probably. So, like, it's gonna either be the 3 losses, or, like, make it halfway into, like, Platinum 3, like a Div 2 kind of thing. I mean, I got a flip reset, but not much I could do with it at that height. So I'm going to be here for a while. I mean, I could lose this game in the next. You never know. In the next 2. I could also do better and, you know, like a lot better. Lock in. Win a lot of games by forfeit. Rank up faster that way. I'm playing it super safe, not trying to do anything too fancy when the scores are pretty close. Like, this game right here could be a forfeit win, not gonna lie to you, because this guy's down 3 already and it's only been a minute and a half. Oh, so I just realized I'm playing on West servers too, so I'm playing on, like, I'm likely playing people, you know, Midwest to just straight up California. Hello? He didn't even like come and challenge or anything. Oh, he like spun himself out, brother. How many wins until you're halfway? I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, this guy just like gave up. Why isn't he forfeiting though? He's just kind of wasting our time at this point. I mean, mind you, like without interruptions, right? Without any losses, it would, for me to be like, let's say just plat 3, div 2. Anywhere between like 5 to 8 wins probably. Because the good thing is like when you're on a win streak, you kind of tend to rank up a lot easier. Like you don't need as many wins to get into the next division because you're on a win streak. There you go. There's the forfeit. I was gonna say this guy's trying all like, he's trying to like go off the wall, and I don't know what else. Like he's trying a bunch of like useless crap, right? It's clearly not working for him. So just play it simple, and you'd be doing a lot better. He plays like me if I knew how to play. Right now, like my rank. Oh, okay, let's see, that was just my fault. Like that was a terrible attempt at a save. I don't know what I was doing. At my rank, the simpler you keep things, the better. Brother, when you start watching like the pros, oh my gosh. When you start watching pros like do 1v1s, or like the highest ranked players do 1v1s, then you start to see a lot more like the complicated stuff, right? A lot of the harder mechanics. And that's, I mean, they're that high of a rank because not only are they able to do the mechanics, but they do it very consistently. I can't hit like a flip reset, for example, and even if I got lucky, right, and I hit one, I'm not gonna hit another one the next time I try it. Like, those guys spend countless of hours, not just playing games, but like literally countless of hours just in like the practice mode where it's just them and the ball in the field. Just practicing a whole bunch of crap. Ooh, good shot. Saying he has a cool goal explosion? I think I have the same one. I think, if I remember correctly, it's it was an old rocket pass explosion. Yeah, no, mine's pretty simple. Oh, that West Coast. Those West Coast servers were not on his side there. That looked like it was coming towards my end of the field, and then it ended up going onto his. I didn't have any boost. I wasn't underneath it enough. It's gonna dribble it all the way. No way he got a flip reset. That's crazy. I wasn't expecting him to do that. Now I know he can do a flip reset. I was not expecting him to pull that off. I was just expecting to catch the ball and never touch the ground. How unfortunate. I mean, not contested at all. I think he like used up all his boosts or something, because the fact that he wasn't able to get back is kind of surprising. Yeah, look, he's all the way behind me. Yeah, he's trying to get back with no boost. He was, I like the fact that like that's what I'm saying, right? When it comes to consistency, the fact that he hit that flip reset when, you know, I was there to contest the shot, and you know he gets it, and then that time there was nobody on him. It was nothing but open net. Like, I didn't... He just missed, really, at the end of the day there. Rocket League, brah. Look, you going for the same shot again? Misses it again? I don't even, like, have to touch it. It's a shot. How did you save this? Ooh, nice. Taco Bell has nuggets now? Yes. I remember seeing them announce like that being a part of their new menu that they were doing for like this year or their new year. I think it was at like the end of 2024 or like the beginning of last year, 2025, where they were talking about no way. Oh my goodness gracious, I almost saved that. Where they were talking about like just revamping their whole menu. I thought they were gonna do it all at once, but it seems to me like what they've done is like slowly over time introduce each one of the new items that they mentioned. Because I remember those nuggets being announced like ages ago, and I guess they just started selling them. I almost got it around. I just saw the ad. Taco Bell. What a shame, that almost goes in. God damn. Jimmy, I explained to Serial earlier how we're doing... Either I get 3 losses, and this is looking like a loss. There's a loss. We're doing 3 losses, or I get to midway into Platinum 3. Now that I lost, and my win streak just ended, for me to get to like Platinum 3, like halfway into Platinum 3, I need like at least 5 games minimum now. But I also just lost that game, so now I have to only lose 2 more before we switch off to the new game that I'm going to be doing this today. Probably be doing it today and tomorrow. There's a really good chance that I beat the game, by the way. If not tonight, tomorrow. Tonight, I'm planning on ending stream like, I don't know, probably like no later than 12. Also, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm throwing. Just shut it down, bruh. Alright, I'm anxious what the new game will be. My guess is on what the new... Oh, any guesses? He said it was short. It is a short game. It's not gonna take me that long to beat it. I didn't mean to backflip, but alright. I guess that kind of works out. Monica Senpai Sama? I've never heard of that. Or maybe I have and I completely forgot about it, but I don't know what that is. There's no way I score that. I don't know what that says. Y'all, Ice knocked at my door earlier playing Squid Games right now. What do you mean Ice knocked at your door? Oh, so the switch up to just... Oh, and I'm playing Squid Games now. Like, what? Hello? Why is he not going for kickoff? Brother, I didn't mean to double jump there. If I would have just kept driving, I would have been able to save that. But I was like stuck in the air trying to... No, I know what ice is, but I don't know why... The one that South Park made fun... Yeah, most likely that's what she's referring to, but... It's just... catching me off guard with saying that, and then... the following message, and I'm playing Splatoon, guys. Because I can't get recruited. That's why they came knocking at your door? To recruit you? Is that what they wanted? They wanted Jemmy in uniform? Alright, so there's looking like an easy win right here. There's looking like a forfeit. Think if I score one more goal, he'll forfeit. My sister lost the Splatoon game insert. The cartridge? I swear. Protein shake. I think you may be... I'm not commenting on what you said. I have some terrible news for you, Jimmy. And Splatoon had an update on the game. I'm itching for it. I think Animal Crossing actually just had an update not too long ago, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't played Animal Crossing in literal years, but I'd be willing to see what they're up to. King Von with his ops. These TikTok names are getting crazy. Not in. There you go. Jonso, did you know that the Ford F-150? Yeah, no, that it's been in the game. Whoa! There's like crazy drift right now. Hello, what's going on here? I swear I'm not like tripping. I swear there's like crazy drift on my... I felt some crazy drifting. Why do I keep backflipping? Like... What they know King Von? He's my neighbor. Did you see the thing I sent you on Instagram? Now that we're talking about King Von. Hey, King Von with his ops followed me on TikTok. I just realized King Von. Thank you, brother. Just like the Pope. That one's true. Oh, is he not playing? Playing now. There you go. I'll go easy on him on those real quick because he didn't go for kickoff. And I feel like if I would have scored immediately like that, that would have been super cheesy. I like to play fair, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I didn't get a pinch. I was hoping for a pinch. This guy plays kind of defensive. Air dribble. Brother thinks I'm GC or something. I am a plat 2. There is no air dribbling happening on this stream, brother. Not in solos, at least. Oh. That's tragic. GC. Jesus Christ. No, Serial. GC stands for Grand Champion. Oh, I had no boost. I didn't realize. Well, that's tragic. What is that 399 ad that you keep talking about? What are they trying to sell you? I keep forgetting. I feel like I ask you every time. Wowie. He almost scored that. Hello? Just kind of threw that a subway thing. Oh, that's all for Jemmy then. That's all Jemmy right there. That's got Jemmy's name written all over it. No. Oh. Does he go up? He goes up. Does he air dribble? He does not. Okay, these bounces are terrible. That's in. Easy shot. King Von will take down Ice. 7 ads. I think they're all short, but yeah. That's how it's been for a while now. You guys haven't noticed? No way, brother. You got one ad and it was a 399 one. Bruh, it's like watching Hulu with ads. You're on TikTok now, Jemmy? Jemmy wanted nothing to do with the ads, it looks like. That's him, brother. Jemmy like the live. I can't take the ads. That's fine. No way, I just gave him that, brother. Southside Chirac. Tell Cyril I said hi from the other side. Yeah, forget you guys can't see chat. You can't see chat on stream. I need to fix that. I still haven't fixed that. Have no boost, he scores this. Tell Jemmy I said hi back. Hero says hi back. Ain't no way. Thank you very much. How do I send a galaxy? Brother, at that point, might as well just buy the sub on Twitch. You don't have to watch with ads. And there's a sale right now. I'm pretty sure there's actually only a sale on the gift subs, by the way, so don't actually listen to that. It's so dumb how Twitch won't let you choose who gets the gift subs if you buy the bundled gift subs thing. It just sends them at random. Which is why I don't buy them. Well, like I wouldn't buy them right now with the current sale that I have on my channel. Because there's no guarantee that you two are gonna get the subscription. No, that's in! Oh my, I should have double jumped. Yeah, last time 3 bots got it. That's what I'm saying. My glasses made a dent on my nose. Now I have a red mark near my eye. Did you have, I guess you had the little thingy too tight, like, you know, the things that sit on your nose, they were just too tight maybe on your face? He goes up with that. I try to catch this. Terrible bounce for him. Goal for me! Not the prettiest of goals, but a goal nonetheless. My glasses always leave dents on the side of my head. Especially when my hair is long. Like it's a lot more visible when like I don't have my hair cut. Just normally like this part of hair that my glasses covers, when I have a haircut, it's faded. So it's not as visible, it's not as noticeable when the glasses leave the indent. Now that my hair is long though, different story. Speaking of, I should really get a haircut this weekend. Okay. Comma. Not gonna lie, what? How's that in? I messed that up. Not gonna lie, it was when I fell asleep last stream. The Super Bowl and Fiending and the Grammys. I have never once in my life sat down and watched one of like those award shows. Even for like the streaming and video game stuff. I've never sat down and watched like the Oscars or I don't know, the iHeartRadio Show Awards or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? I've never sat down to watch those. I remember the biggest drama that came out of one, like, you know, a few years back with the whole Will Smith thing. Which, mind you, I think has been like 4 years since. It's kind of crazy. It's either been like 3 or 4 years. But time has definitely passed by since then already. But the Super Bowl is not this weekend, but the following weekend. Really? Didn't Joker get revealed to be Smash from the Game Awards? I don't know when, like, I don't know when or where it was announced. Obviously, you know, they did a whole announcement for him, but I didn't know that. If you would have told me it was just from another Nintendo Direct, I wouldn't have any reason to doubt you. And you know what? This year, the most like interaction I did with, like for example, the streamer awards or the Game of the Year awards, was actually placing some votes. But even in both categories, right? Like both different award shows, I don't really sit down and watch Twitch streamers or streamers in general, because I don't know if the streamer awards is just for Twitch streamers or just like for all platforms. That guy definitely got a flip reset. But like I only played, I think there was like 60, I don't know, it was a whole bunch of votes that you could play. I want to say it's like at least over 40 different votes a person could have, you know, placed. I probably actually only like voted for like 3 different categories, 3 to like 5 different categories. And the Game Awards, the same thing. I hardly played any new games that came out. That boy just hit a musty flick, but like for what? That's what I'm saying. Like, you're a plat 2 hitting musties, but that was nowhere near my net. All you did was just clear the ball for me and give me the easiest goal imaginable. Aren't you nominated for nominated? Aren't you nominated or nominated for Game of the Year? What in the world? My grammar. Yeah, I had to do a little quick take on that, a little double take. See if you said what you said, and then I had to try and make sense of it. No! Ain't no way I missed that. Can we skip the rest of Rocket League and see the new game? No. Oh. Did he just forfeit off that? Hello? Why? I wasn't even guaranteed to score another goal off that yet. We're Plat 3 Div 2! I didn't even realize when did we get promoted? Right? All this Rocket League is making me yawn. Okay. Alright. Alright, well. I didn't even notice that I'm already Platinum 3. I never even realized that I got promoted. Undead Legender? Guys, Undead is playing against me right now. And his clan tag is different. Alright. Oh, I didn't think he'd be able to do that. Undead, beat him so we can see the new game. Alright. Actually, that'd still only be 2 losses. Just saying, but I already made it to where I wanted to make it to. I didn't... That was my point, Serial. When you're on a win streak, you rank up a little quicker, so... All those wins earlier... The one loss didn't really affect them all that, like, you know, affect my placements, whatever. I'm the real goon. No way. Look who decided to show up. Look what the wind dragged in. Look what the... Brother, can this guy shoot? Holy shit, he sucks. This might actually be Undead Zombie. Never mind, Undead Zombie doesn't do that. That's him. Undead beat Jonesil so we can stop seeing him play this. Okay, come on. Platinum Green Aura, I must say. That doesn't even make no sense. Guys, I'm the real Platinum. I'm the real Star Platinum. I don't have enough boost for that. Tragic. Bro, oh my lord, what am I, like, is this guy, like, a gold? What is he doing? The way he, like, baits these balls is crazy. The fact that I let him score that is also crazy. Oh my god. I tried to break, because I knew, like, he was gonna cut behind me. and I still wasn't able to block that. And how much money have you made playing Rocket League? About the same amount of money I've made playing anything else, so nothing. Hey, I promise you I'm not gonna make $1 off the new game that I'm gonna play today. Undead Zombie, maybe you want to stick around for that. We're playing a new game tonight. Oh, he almost passes that to me. Good save from him. I literally rode off the ball. Why is everybody using my car now, too? Everybody uses the Fennec. I start using this car, and all of a sudden everybody wants to start using this car. Oh, okay. I can't beat him to the ball, so I'm gonna demo. Is it keep talking and nobody explodes? I mean, I could sit here in complete silence. I could do that if y'all really wanted me to just sit here and play this game in silence and bore you even more. Or I could try and have a conversation with you guys. Please. Okay. I couldn't get there in time. I mean, alright. 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 Why am I down by 2 goals to this guy? But the way this guy plays is, like, actually so infuriating. Like, he'll touch the ball and then he'll patiently sit and wait to see if I come and challenge. He lets that go in too. Amazing. Good one. My turn. What was Jemmy's fortune? There is beauty in simplic. I guess I meant to say in simplicity. Don't let your limitations overshadow your talents. God damn it. So close. A ball, will Joan ever stop? Will I ever stop what? Oh, that... my lord, that was so close. That was a good setup too, but I wasn't able to come off the wall. That blows. Oh, he scores that on himself. Oh, he saves it. I mean, I bumped him, but it wasn't enough. Oh, he launches this. Never mind, he sucks. Okay, that goes in. We score that. You called Undead a gold, yet he's beating you. And he ain't beating me no more. I want to go home, Joan. Brother, you still got like 10 more minutes on your shift. Relax. You'll be fine. Oh, great. Brother, this Undead guy... he's something else, I'll tell you what. No, don't bounce! I don't want to... Oh, I was right there. I was doing everything I possibly could to get to that ball to prevent overtime. God damn it. All I needed was one more touch on that. There's no way I'll lose that game. There's no way I lost that game. I wasn't even able to forfeit in time. Well, this will be the last game. Because if I lose it, it's the third loss, and I said 3 losses and I'm off. And if I win it, I stay, at least I should stay in Div 2. I don't think I got demoted that game. And if for some reason I did get demoted, this win should get me back into Div 2, but I'm pretty sure my Div 2 is fine. So if I win, I'll stay there and... well, basically... okay. I say just top off. Okay, alright. You guys have no faith in your boy. Alright, you lost. It's only 1 goal. Oh, ho, ho, oh, 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 oh. Okay, just bump me a little harder, buddy. He gets to that. He gets to that. He gets to that. Can you come out? Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off with these terrible challenges. What the hell is this guy doing? Why is it working? This is frying me. Okay. Not right. He took my big boost! This big greedy bastard! Oh, I didn't get the boost! That's in. What am I doing, the crossbar challenge? Alright, that's in, that's in, that's in, that's in. We got one back, we got one back. Boy, I'm crying. Just call it quits already. Listen, this ain't no fun in games right now. I don't understand how I went down 2 goals in like a minute. And I'm about to be down 2 goals again! Hold on. Hold on now. Can I get my big boost? Can I get my big boost? Can I get my big boost? Can I... Oh my god, I was right there! I was on the cusp of scoring that and tying this game up. He's fighting for last place. There's only 2 possible spots you could get, and that's winner or loser, brother. What do you mean last place? This isn't a race. Oh. Hold on, I'm making him watch this goal because this was... hit the brakes. Ooh. Just chip that over his head top. Cereal bar. I bet you do want a cereal bar right now, Jimmy. That's in. Oh, he saves that too? Did he just... and he tried to demo me. And he's still trying to demo me. So he's being toxic. He's trying to demo. That's in. I could go for one, a Rice Krispie with M&M's. Delicious. Skip, bro. Nah! Just because he asked, I'm not skipping. What you doing? Just because you ask, I'm not skipping. Because he wants to demo, and he wants to be sarcastic with his nice shot. I know who he thinks he is. He sucks. That misses. Nice. Does he go up to clear this? What does he try to do? Comes out. I used to really like the Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal bars. Those are nice. The Lucky Charms ones also used to slap. Oh, he saves that, of course he does. How do you play this? That in? Oh my god! Of course not. Absolute cinema, brother. Absolute cinema. You're watching this. You're not tying this game up in 9 seconds. This game's over. It's over. It's over. Pack it up, Buster. Take it home. Go home, brother. Back to the lobby. Hey, yo. Ooh. Not a doubt in my mind that I was winning that game. Under control. New game. But like, if I got one more win, I would be at Division 3. I'm like... I'm like at the cusp of Diamond 1. Jonesil, you're killing me with this. It hasn't even been a full hour of Rocket League, brother. You'll live. I think ads are about to come in too. I say we just keep playing until the ads come in. You know what you know? Game new. Newer game. Oh look, the Ford F-150. Again. It's in the game for 9 days. They brought this thing back for 9 days. Who's driving around in this goofy ass truck? What happened to unconventional torture being illegal? Oh my god. How much time is left in this season? Let me see something. Plenty of time. March 11th, okay. So we got about a month and like a month and a week. That's fair. My goal honestly by the end of this weekend is to be diamond in solos. And I'm right there. I'm high diamond in 2s. I'm div 3. I'm only div 2 in 3s. And I'm right there. I'm almost diamond in all 3 of these. I wanna at least get to diamond in solos this season and get like high into it. And I want to hit champ in these 2 right here, but you know, that requires me having teammates that can lock the hell in, you know? Undead Zombie. And even. Jonesil, don't you have a new game? Wait, Jonesil, you don't have a new game, do you? You just said that. You just said, oh my god, I can't read! You just said you did, so we stayed. Flip coin. Jimmy flipped the coin and it landed on heads. There, I flipped the coin. But why did you flip a coin? Like, what did that do? You didn't even say, like, oh, if I flip a coin and get so-and-so, then so-and-so. You just flipped the coin and then said, there, I flipped the coin. For a new game. But you didn't. But you didn't. I just said it. Look. But you never said I'm gonna flip a coin for before Serial sets. But you never did. But. The word but is censored on my phone, by the way. New game, Jonsil. I hope the new game isn't Doki Doki Literature Club. What makes you think that would be the game that we're playing today? Is there any reason? Jonsil, new game. We can see it. It's right there. Wait. Oh, wait. Where did you see that? Is it in my... Hold on. Wait a minute. I can't... Does this have a windowed mode? What does it say? Would you like to review detailed content warnings, which contain spoilers? Alternatively, in-game content warnings can be enabled in the setting. No. Where is my schoolgirl uniform? Okay. You have noted the games is rated in your region, and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. That's so funny when this is like the home screen of this game. What could this game possibly be about? Oh, window. Okay. I didn't realize this shortcut was here. It's kind of funny now that now that you say that. Now that you point that out, it's actually pretty funny seeing that there. It's actually really, really hilarious. I didn't notice that was there on my screen the whole time. Well, we're already here. There's upbeat ass music, by the way. I can't wait for the part where Jonsil gets dumped. Nani Daisuke Schoolaroo. Suddenly we're in Japan. I hope we're all in the same homeroom. Let's see. Let's just lower this down halfway. Lower this halfway. Please enter my name. Jonaru. Oh wait, hold on, I have to end the stream on TikTok and start a new one. Just TikTok is the only stupid streaming platform where you can't change category. I also have to... That game. Doki Doki Literature Club. Ignoring Mike. I don't even know what you said. Brother, yeah, I'm ignoring your comment. What does that say? Hello? I can't read that. Okay, yeah, that works. Alright, cool. All good to go. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Is your camera frozen? No. Alright, I think that's just you. Hello? What? That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know... Hold on, first of all, I feel like this music might be a little too loud. I'm gonna lower that down just a tad bit. I don't know what that's gonna sound like in the VOD. Hopefully not that bad. Gasp. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but high school she would oversleep more and more frequently. I would get tired of waiting. Wait, she's going to chase after me like this, so I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. So she sleeps in and she's late. Okay, I think it was just me. Yeah, you were definitely tweaking. Jemmy, what on earth does that say? Hello? But I caught you this time, maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. And you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. What do you guys got me playing? Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Demi, that looks like Chinese. Well, well, well. Be for sure. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Jonaru, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. Silly. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. Oh wait, I didn't realize that I was me that during that sentence. I like switched off two different voices. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. I sound like a dickhead. What the fuck? Why is he roleplay? Is that not how you play this game? Jonaru. You got this, Jonaru. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Wow, I sound like a fucking loser. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? Datebayo! And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET? I've never heard of that. In a few years, because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? You know what? I know a couple motherfuckers who are probably just like this main character of mine. Is this your first playthrough? It is. Also, hello, Symphony. Symphony. Your name is Sympathy, and I called you Symphony. I can't read. You guys have me playing a game where I have to read, by the way, and I'm terrible at reading. Oh boy, you're in for a ride. It can't, like, it can't be that bad. It can't. You're gonna love this game, trust me. It's a short game. We'll see how deeply in love I get. Jimmy let Jonaru roleplay if he wants. Isn't that what you already do? Let me know. Okay. What? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Sugoi! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let my... whatever. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to see her... she does exaggerate... That's how you read that, by the way. School day is as ordinary as ever. It's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Oh my god. The anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sori must have come into the class while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club, Baka. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Eh? Meanie? Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Me and Cyril are sitting in the back witnessing this. Listen, we gotta have fun with this. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help to start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. Oh, what a joke, Jonaru. Go to her club. That's what I'm saying. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. But he was immediately thinking about joining the anime club, by the way. He's not a fan of literature if there's no pictures attached. Meeg would never play this? Who on earth is Meeg? Anyway, hello, Super Timmy. Come on, please. I didn't read the last message. I don't know what I said. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. So many promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cup... What? Cyril, let's join the literature club. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me... Oh. I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Girl 1, by the way. She doesn't even have a name. It's Girl 1. Sayori always says nice things about you. Jesus, I can't. Girl 2. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Jonaru, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. She doesn't say anything? Okay. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Kawaii! Mothers. Wow, Jonaru's so against girls with names. Why did she just say mothers, by the way? What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. But she was standing right in front of me when that was said. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both. Okay, why did it just skip? Oh, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? Oh, so I see why you said this earlier now. That's right. It's great to see you again, Jonaru. Why do we know her? Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monika is probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so gently feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, Jonaru. We made room for you at the table so you could sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Tea? What are we, like 50? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So kawaii! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Eh? I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. Why does it keep flashing? But not for you, you know, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? God, bro. This is... Do people really do this? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know... I believe in you! Well, Oh. Oh, okay, my fault. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. This is hilarious. Jimmy, how do you think he's like that? How do you think he's like that later part? He'll probably get weirded out. Yeah, Jonaru is just weird like that. What? Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika is really a great leader. After this, he might play Mystic Messenger. Yeah. Cerealaru, the cupcakes are so good. I know Gemaru. Oh my lord. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. I'm sitting next to Yuri, by the way. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining, though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Jonaru, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Boring! Oh my... The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. So what, she likes like Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter? Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how writing can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. Me too. That was in like 2nd grade when I read like one of the Goosebumps books. Back in the day. We're talking prehistoric times. Yes, Yuri, yes. Jamie, what are you on? I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate... Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Jonaru must be a super duper senior. Okay. Alright. Come on now. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? But what? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back. Fine, fine. Eee! Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not kawaii! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Doesn't say anything. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. That's not Riz, brah. Alright. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Questions? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, blah blah blah. Everybody's quiet. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Jonaru? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on! There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... Is this your first run-through? It is. Also, welcome. I'm sorry, I thought... Jonaru... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy, Sayori raps, blah blah blah. Hey! Oh, I guess she hugged me. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Nah, my name would have to be undead to just show up for the cupcakes. And that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone, I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Jonaru, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Jonaru, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! I'm going to write a poem about cats. What a buzzkill, Jonaru. How am I a buzzkill? I am lighting up the stream right now with this energy. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Well, will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me, and I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. And I'll write a poem about the meaningless life About the meaninglessness life can be sometimes. Serial, what are we talking about? It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh, so I have to write... Okay, well... I already know who Jemmy wrote her poem for. Who do I go for, though? Like, who do I try to appeal to? I feel like Lollipop, Clouds, Calm, Melody probably apply to these two on the left. And this one over here is Death, Fantasy, Vivid. It's practically a confession. So who do I go for? I was getting some straight emo vibes off this girl to the right. So I'm gonna low-key, if you don't mind me... Suicide. That's a thing. Okay, wow. Massacre. Grief. Awesome. Frightening. Blanket. Wrath. Tears. Raindrops. Twirl. Frightening. Prayer. Headphones. Cage. Sunny. Color. Valentine. Defeat. Excitement. Time. Swimsuit. Cage. They have ads. That's the one bad thing about Twitch. Vacation. Shopping. In what does that even mean? Vitality, precious memories, spinning, embrace, disown, pout. What? Nightgown, comfort, rose, inferno, sing, eternity, family, cheer. Eternity. Unending, fester, together, mouse, pink, pain, covet, boop, money, music. Unending. Kawaii, graveyard, variance, hop, candy, email, waterfall, imagination, happiness, bubbles, graveyard. Spend enough time during the poem and again for the music to hope, desire, rain cloud, peaceful, forgive, unrequest, scars. Climax, cry, heartbeat, hopeless, strawberry, sorry, hopeless. Disarray, captive, destiny, fireflies, lucky, nibble, captive. Depression, anxiety, misery, broken, unstable, tragedy. Who was Jonaru picking? We can't see. Cheeks? What the hell? Bouncy? Huh? What? Fuck's going on? Aura. Party, heart, judgment. Like, I feel like none of these go with the tone I'm trying to set. Agonizing. Uncontrollable. Hi again, Jonaru. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Jonaru. Hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to keep any longer, and last year too, and I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Mama. Mary! Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Okay. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Jonaru always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Wait, what? Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Has her over. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Jonaru can become good friends too. Sayori. Silence. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any gestures from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy, no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. The voice that you make when you speak in the game. Heartbreak. Like for my character or for the girls? Jonaru, who are you going for? Brother, that's my girl? What the heck? It's my girl now! Get in line, Buster! How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much? Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. She gave me the same book. Yeah, but it means more when she gave it to me, Jemmy. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. Oh, was she just looking at me? I didn't even realize. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. Brother, she gave to me before you. Yeah, but that didn't mean anything back then. That's in the past, Jemmy. Let it go. Get over it. The voice you give yourself when your character talks. That's that senior Riz voice. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging, relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. How strange are we talking? How strange do things get? Let me know. Is the pen thing real? Charlie Kirky. What pen thing? I have no idea what you're talking about. Hey, thank you for the likes. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Ta! Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Jonaru? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just those kinds of stories. They challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you were related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange, and please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's, okay, you will pay literally. What am I gonna pay, Jemmy? Exactly, exactly in what way, shape, or form am I about to pay? It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright. It's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. What was that? That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here. This should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kinda difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumbs and her forefinger. Ah, I do the same thing with my right arm on the right side of the book. Guys, is this Riz? Is this Riz? Is this working? Move. I'm sitting next to her. Jemmy. This is all me right here. I'm behind the wheel, gang. I'm dictating how this goes. And we're in there right now. Bros geeked. What a woman stealer. Not only am I taking your girl, but I'm making you watch, Jemmy. Watch and learn. This is game right here. Game 101. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth. It's as if... It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again. Our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Same guy who plays Rocket League. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Jonaru, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really don't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Ah! What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone! I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Bro, lock in. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not... it's fine. Yuri releases her hands from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer... Damn. Alright, brother. Main character actually got a little bit of riz going on. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? Tatebayo! That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up and make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. The glaze, brother, the glaze. He's glazing this girl so hard. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? We could read it to her last. If everybody's gonna read it, I mean, maybe she gets it last. I feel like a lot of people aren't gonna like this poem, except for Yuri. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Sayori's silent. This is a good poem, Jonaru. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good, or whatever. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? That didn't come out the way I wanted to. I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Jonaru, deep down you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees a full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Oh. Knowing how much this means to her and all? Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright. I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Hee. We'll see about that. Yuri. This is definitely more entertaining than Rocket League. Brother, if I wasn't role-playing with this would be a bore. Alright? You have to be reading, like, you have to read these the way I'm doing it. Otherwise, this is really silly and goofy. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. That was pretty chill, pretty tame. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer you can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was such much fun. Monika's the best. Oh yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? We'll do Natsuki. Jonaru, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. Well, that's about it. Okay. So defensive, Jonaru. I don't know, it feels like, what's your name? Natsuki is just rubbing me the wrong way. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't take my writing very seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I blah 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 blah. El Riz Jonaru. We gotta do Monika next, and obviously Yuri last. Hi Jonaru. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the clubs, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright. I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm afraid of just going on the flow and more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Jonaru. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of behavior that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. Great job, Jonaru. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism? Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel or letting them deeply analyze all of their nuances. It can take you— oh my god, so much yapping! I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learning by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the new kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kind of style, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like— oh my god, she does so much chatting. My lord. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Jesus Christ, oh my. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel. Blind, like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy up later. Another way to think about it is this: if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Is that what you meant, by the way, about the pen thing? If Charlie Kirky is still here. Brother, that name. So you just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. There's literally only one option. What do you mean, who should I send it to? As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but ends up covering her whole face. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Well, I know that. I just meant, She traces her fingers along the word and poem as if breaking down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. There's a reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles extremely as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, this is supposed to be a literature club? It's funny watching Jonaru play a game with lots of reading. Oh my god, like, my mouth is getting tired of reading. I'm getting thirsty from all this goddamn reading. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. Wait, that does say bathing, right? Yeah, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Okay. Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. That's actually true. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. Oh, that was a question, by the way, the last one. I don't know why I didn't read it like a question. It took Jonaru a long time to read because he's half illiterate. Okay. I usually write longer poems, not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little bit more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Jonaru. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all, but remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. It's, you know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Jonaru. Me too. Phew! I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little bit more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. Jesus Christ. As they read in tandem, I watch of their expressions shade. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. I guess you could say it's fancy. Oh, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Jonaru did too, so based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Jonaru liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I meant. You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Jonaru appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Brother, what is going on here? Where did Jemaru go? She knocked. Jemmy is asleep. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh, is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the What? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Jonaru started showing up. What happened though? Huh? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I'm waiting for Joan Chonaru's downfall. That one caught me off guard a little bit, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't feel like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me, as if they noticed I was standing there. Jonaru, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force him to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Jonaru. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Jonaru? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me, so, of course, that's going to be... I mean, come on, bro. That's not even... Natsuki. You're right, that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? Eh? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see, I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Jonaru got that advice from a movie. Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fist. My camera doesn't fit my entire body, but you know what I tried to do. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. And without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Yuri is my girl. Nah, Jimmy, nah. Natsuki. She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Sigh. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it all... Okay, god damn it. You handled it... Oh my god. You handled... You handled it as well as anyone could. Like, am I okay? I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Jonaru, you're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. Took bro long enough. Alright, come on now. A fella's struggling out here. That one thing Natsuki said? About, you know... I would never do anything so shameful. So... Oh, what thing did Natsuki say? Well... Never mind that. I'm gonna make some tea. Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Jonaru, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everything. Okay, with everyone. Oh my god! Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a lot. I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Jonaru, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Do you think it gets to the point where Yuri gets super jealous of Sayori? And it's just supposed to be like a dark-ass game, so I'm assuming there's gonna be a little killing, a little bit of evil plots, a little bit of, bad things. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew! You know, Jonaru, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest, and I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is gonna be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Oh no, bro is starving. Holy. We'll just see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Guys, I'm gonna go get some water. I feel like I am, like, dying of thirst right now. Jesus Christ. Oh. Oh, God. My lord. That was a good water break. Not gonna lie to you, this is the most amount of reading I've done in some time. So writing a new poem. 1 of 20. Damn, I didn't realize how many words. Let's see. Wrath. Oh, these are pretty repetitive. Let's see. Imagination. Let's see. Desire. We'll go with we're gonna switch it up just a little bit. We're gonna go, art. We're gonna go lucky. We're gonna go special. We're gonna go alone, leisure, daydream, nightgown, but warm, fantasy, Memories. Promise. We'll do uncanny. We'll do contamination, disarray, vivid, sadness, and bed. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more. Okay. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Jonaru. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Teehee. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Huh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Okay, I see. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How'd you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. Is this Undead Zombie? And so, that only leaves the one option. Wah. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. That. Yuri suddenly giggles. Yeah. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Jonaru to let me borrow some money. That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, I didn't get to finish the rest. I don't say anything. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right, though. I did something bad and I have to accept the retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Hee. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Hee. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Plap. Ow. What was... a cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I gave Yuri that hairpin, by the way. I don't see a hairpin. You must be tweaking. What hairpin are you talking about? There's no hairpin there. Plap. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez. Oh, wait. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. Shower guard. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, your looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Brr. Did you seriously just do that? Uh-huh. Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori... Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard about anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. Hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. Cereal, don't lie for Jemmy's sake. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. Wait, what? Oh, you're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monika. Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay. That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Juniru. Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone already has settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri's reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kind of just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with the filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna put this in at the teacher's desk. I'm gonna plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Yuri was gonna make some tea, so... Suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monika. We're just filling the water pitcher. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monika... Ooh. She says with her chest, Monica, please mind your own business for once, bitch. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Jonaru in club activities? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Brother, yeah, you're right, that's my girl. Get in line, Jemmy. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Jonaru. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri? Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Jonaru, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of a friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Jonaru? I really like being friends with you. Me too, Ishadi, me too. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah, shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Jonaru, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. That's the temperature on the kettle. On the kettle, it's 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was editing a show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around, anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Jonaru. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Jonaru, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall, rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. And I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. Wait, what? It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our side. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumbled with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book, opening the wrapper. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What do you mean? Why whoa, whoa? You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll have the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. Take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. And just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Yonaru? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Why is Bro Chacho geeked? Yeah. Then, you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. That was... Okay, well, completely interrupted, Jesus. We were having a moment, Monica. I'm gonna just use you as background noise for a bit. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Yonaru, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much saying a word, or without so much as a word between us. Jesus Christ. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Who should I show my poem to first? He leaned over to the screen and everything. What are you yapping about? Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But she never really struck me as her type. Sorry, Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Oh, you know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky? wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. Doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem isn't... Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this is an ignorant jerk of this poem... Oh my god! Oh, I gotta get read! I can't read. You know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. Can be about anything. I read it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of if people find out. They make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone like that, or what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best after all. Don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? Monica. Hi again, Jonaru. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. No, I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. Alright, this one's good. Feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in the head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that. You must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. No! That was a bullet through my man's heart. I think she said boyfriend, not chud. Wait, really? Yeah. A fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... Well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want me to read my poem now? Or you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you didn't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Maka's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. Wait. Or when something unexpected might happen? Wait, what the fuck? Wait, is this the tip? Yeah, what? What was up with that fourth wall break? Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? What was that? Does it tell me to save my game? Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Jonaru, this one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try it, giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people just laugh at me. You really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah. I do. If it's with you. The raccoon. Happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the what? Oh, was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes more hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. What? I was a little more daring with this one yesterday. I could see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies, those sort of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh? That's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry. I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Jonaru. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now, I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling, and you're to thank for that. It's nothing, really. Smile sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Sayori! That'd be 12. Sayori. Woo! I like this one, Jonaru. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how that works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Huh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Is it? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Jonaru. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all of my dreams. Little bottles of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in the bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time lapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up, and in come my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards, all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monika taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
creepy. Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. Thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You got pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Ha, don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. Jesus Christ. I wonder if this is one of those times. Seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I really don't do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us where we're actually going to be during... I'm like... What we're going to be doing for the event. The chick again. Oh, this chick again. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. We've been calling posters up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. The girlies are arguing. There's a bit of a disagreement. I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event, each put on a good performance, it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're blah 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 blah. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. If it all takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Sorry, looks very blah blah. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Oh, what about you? He technically glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. So I guess I don't really have a choice. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice them in front of each other. No way, Monica. This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Let's see. Since the stand behind, she then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is "The Way They Fly." Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression. And then Monica finishes her sight. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. The poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns and the structures that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to say the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins after. It's getting late. I can't read. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay. I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then, Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like your soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori! Even Jonaru liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you very nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where the sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem to challenge you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki. Don't make me go before Jonaru. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Jonaru lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it, brother. It's fine. Might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. So I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll prove over time. Yeah, maybe. Alright then, that just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Poem is called, Why Are You All Looking At Me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called, say jump. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She steps back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Oh, well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it'd be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you wouldn't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, alright? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Monika is the actual alpha? Oh yeah, I mean she's literally the president of the club. But she knows how to take charge. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to wrap poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. Can't wait. I can do this, I can do this. Alright. Stand up. So I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monika, but I'll do my best. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monika, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yeah, look at you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Hee Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Jonaru, you don't have to say it. Well, whatever, let's go already. Walk home with Sayori once more. I mean, it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. Today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori? Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Finally! This is what I've been waiting for! God! Story was getting dry with all that reading. I'm here for the drama, damn it! So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to go home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well... Do I lie and say I'd still walk with her, or do I just say I'd walk with Yuri? I'm kind of debating on just like lying, and then seeing what kind of reaction I could get down the line if I do get asked and I choose to walk. You know what I'm saying? Because it wouldn't be like a fun reaction if I tell her, oh, I'd walk with her, and then I do get the option to walk with her, and I do walk with her. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna lie. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Huh? Alright, you made good background noise. I'm back now, though. But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Jonaru. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it to, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never gonna happen? conversation trails off. Kind of a weird thing for Saru to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Exactly my point. Oh wait. Alright. We are going to leave it right there. What the fuck? Oh, is this still the main game? Wait, what the fuck? What is this like this? What is this whole like... How did I like the game? The game so far... I'm waiting for like... the twist where everything's like how does this turn into a horror game? I'm not getting it, you know what I'm saying? Like, where is the horror aspect in here? The psychological and all the, where the horror part is how bad you read everything. Okay, you know what? Maybe I don't finish this game on stream. How about that? How about I just don't finish this game on stream? Alright. And you think it's funny, huh? And I bet you think it's so funny, Jemmy. Who's to say I don't just end stream right now and keep playing on my own? Well, who says I don't? Who says I won't? Who says I won't? But I am gonna go to bed because I have to wake up early. I have work. Hopefully tomorrow I start streaming earlier than today. I mean, today we're already past the 3-hour mark. I started around 3 o'clock, it seems. I mean, I can't count. What the fuck? I started around 9, if not like exactly at 9. Tomorrow we're gonna aim to start a little earlier, and then Saturday I'm gonna go watch fights. And I get out of work at 6. So Saturday there's a solid chance that I just don't stream, because it all depends on coming home from work and how much time I have between then and then by the time I have to leave my house. I also have to... There's like some small assignments for school I already have to do. So maybe I just take my time on Saturday after work to do that, to do those small assignments. And then Sunday I'll just see you guys. It's looking like it's gonna be the case. Maybe if you didn't play Rocket League. Hey, yay. Don't want to hear that. We are progressing in Rocket League, okay? My end goal in Rocket League is to be the highest possible rank I could get to in the game. So, that Rocket League grind is going to be strong for the next 5 years. Guys, we had a little action on TikTok earlier. It died down, but funny to see how this game was the one that has gotten any type of conversation going on TikTok. But Serial Jemmy and everybody else who was on TikTok, thank you for watching. And Serial and I brought an audience. To be fair, you two are the only ones on Twitch. The audience, they came in somehow. We did all the work. Okay. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out tonight. I think tomorrow, if I play this, I'll probably be able to finish it. I'll start tomorrow's stream with it, and we'll just play until we finish it. And probably start up Hollow Knight again at that point after I finish Doki Doki. This is a short game, and I feel like we're already like a quarter of the way in. So, well, if we finish it, if we finish this game relatively early tomorrow night, we'll do Hollow Knight. Man, we'll focus on Hollow Knight until we beat it, and then we'll move on to the next game, and the next game, and the next game, and the next game. But that's it for tonight, guys. See you tomorrow. Go to bed. Sleep well. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And yeah, that's it.